Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Ah! Sorry for the wait. Hi everyone. Hi. It is editorial of fan letter today. We can write letters to Mel. Hi everyone. Yep, it is fan letter nation today. Hi. Sorry, I'm just checking my footage. Alright, a lot of this footage that I will be editing today is my face. So be nice. Be nice. Great work on the tier list. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. How long has it been out now? The tier list, I mean? When did I release that? God, I'm stupid. Sorry. Anyways, who cares? Let's put on music. Firefox is about to tell me to update it, isn't it? Yep, there it is. Awesome. Awesome. I cannot with this shit. It always happens. Oh yeah, fuck, spoiler tag. Shit. It's true. Do not talk about chapter. Almost a day, goddamn. 11:32 is what we're on, aren't we? Yep. Alright, up she goes. Alright, let me put on music and then we'll get to editing. I have to go in 7, 8, 9, 10, 3.5 hours, I'd say. A little less, little more than that. I'll be back to keep editing afterwards. I just have an appointment. But yeah, today's editing day, apart from that. I know it's still necessary, and yet it happens anyway. Zim, what's happening? Your mod actions are scrambled, what? Sorry, I'm trying to put on music. I'm getting there. We will not be sitting in silence much longer, I promise. Oh. There you go. Alright. I don't have my little guys on the screen. Oh my god, I'm not prepared today. She's not prepared today. Thank you for liking the tier list. Alright. And so it begins. I need to open my script. How much footage is this? Oh, it's only 1:51. Damn, I thought it was going to be longer than that. Did you miss me while I was gone for like 2 whole days of not streaming? I bet you did. I bet you did. I don't usually create the whole video of me talking to the camera. Usually on the script I have on camera and off camera. So I record obviously the on camera moments on camera and then I just audio record the off camera moments. But because fan letter's a special case, because I cannot... because fan letter's a special case, because I cannot show a lot of fan letter content or like clips, or I will get in trouble because fan letter's 22 minutes. It's short, right? I can't show tons of clips from fan letter without Toa 100% sniping my ass. So this is the rare exception where can I show fan art? I'd only show fan art if what do you mean can I show fan art? Do you mean on stream? Yeah, I can pop up fan art as long as you have the artist. But I can't show a lot of fan letter content because Toa will snipe me. So this is the rare exception where I need to use my camera for nearly the whole thing. I'd only use fan art or fan letter if I get approval from the artist. I wouldn't put that in a video otherwise. Sorry, I saw it coming and it still made me laugh. Can I test this on you? No, find someone else. Thanks. Alright. How many times did I record this? Oh god, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. What's worse than hearing yourself, seeing yourself? Good luck lip reading, because it keeps lagging. Good luck. I like potatoes. You know what I had to learn when I was recording? My face changing. When I say a line to begin with, my face would be like, you know, because I'm preparing. And then I'd say it, and then my face would go up. But you get a moment like this, where I'm just staring at the camera looking like an idiot. So basically my face wasn't catching up with my words. And I was like, oh my god, that looks really stupid. I have to like prepare like with a smile. And I didn't do it here like an idiot. Like, you look insane when you go from no smile to smile so quickly. Look like an idiot. Don't talk to me, idiot. Look, you can't see it, but I can see it, and that's what matters. It's my face. My background looks so much better now that I have these pink curtains. To who in my comments said, wow, you're very colorful, but your background's very bland. I hope you can, like, change that or do something with that. That impacted me, and I was like, maybe they're right. The pink curtains really add so much. But I can't even make sense of that. Good, that worked. I love looking like Jeff the Killer. Stuff for Mel? Hang on. Thumbnail. No, that is gay. That is gay. Sorry, Bird. I agree, that's gay. Those are gay carrots. Sorry, now I have to show everyone. I'm afraid I do agree, these are gay carrots. That's gay. I apologize. I didn't want to disagree, but it is gay. Yeah, there's some Uzumaki-ness in it, I see it, but it's also gay. It's also a bit gay. Down a little bit. The thing I have to get used to as well is I'm allowed to breathe while talking on camera. Because when I do my audio recording, like I'll like record like a paragraph or a sentence and I'll stop, right? And I can cut out the breathing. But I forget when you're on camera, you are allowed to breathe. Oh! Hang on. Fellas, good news. Goofy has just released his video with me and Skypea. There you go, here's a link. Oh god. Hang on, I gotta promote. Oh, I called him Goffy. Whoa. Alright. Let's get back to it. Awa, awa. Ah! Oh god, I hate when it does this. There's too many mouths. Dong dong. Wait, Moana 2 came out? Sorry, I just saw it. Because I remember thinking, Moana 2? Isn't Moana a semi-recent film? I watched Wish, by the way, yesterday. I watched Wish with my buddies yesterday. We were laughing and, like, gasping at how shit it was. It was unbelievably dog shit. We couldn't believe it. And it's such a shame, because the main character has such a gorgeous design, and it was really, really bad. It was such a soulless film. It was a mini-series they turned into a movie. Could it be because Wish did really bad? Is it possible? Because I know Wish was a box office slam. Like, it was a failure. Oh, it's all The Rock, okay. Dun-dun. EU. Guys, can I be honest with you? You have to be nice to me about it if I'm honest with you. So, it's very possible that editing over 10 hours a day for like a week was not good for me because my ass hurted. My ass really hurted by the end of the tier list editing. My ass hurt. My bony ass. And I kept complaining to Foily about how much my ass hurt. And she said, well, maybe you shouldn't have been sitting on it for 10 hours a day. So, ass feel better now. Feel better now. Well, that's never happened to me before. That's never happened to me before. That's the first time that's ever happened. Look, I have a pillow now. Usually this chair's great. I've never had any problems with this chair. And I spend the majority of my working hours in it. Yeah, but standing desks are expensive. They are expensive. I have friends who have them. They are expenny. It's great that I can have it for a tax write-off, but I still have to pay for it out of pocket before I get the tax write-off. $700 USD. Jesus. The desk I have now is like 300 AUD. Probably not, actually, not even that. You gave it to your friend because I bet it was shit. I bet it was shit because it was cheap. It was, I think it was my bones, Carly. I think my bony ass hurt. If it was so good, why'd you give it away, Brigley? It's not cheap, Carly. It's not cheap. Can't be generous without being called a bum. It's not her fault she has bum behaviors, but she just does her bum behaviors. Look, I have to thank the power scalers for something. Without the power scalers, I would not be saying bum. Look, the word bum did not come from power scalers, but they are the main people that use the word bum for a character. Because they say he's such a bum. Yeah, they use it tons. Like, I wouldn't have been using it if it weren't for the power scalers. Because I think it's the funniest word ever to call a character a bum. Especially Shanks. I don't know why. Calling Shanks a bum really tickles my pickle, and I can't explain why. It's just good mouthfeel, and it makes me laugh. And I don't even think Shanks is a bum. It's just funny to call him one. Shanks bum tickles your pickle. Shut up. I really have to make a video on Food Wars Sanji. I can't believe I haven't done that. I feel like that's important. Because, like, Food Wars Sanji is one of the best performing One Piece, like, side stories not written by Oda. Because it was so popular they had to reprint it as, like, its own, like, manga to sell in their stores. Get Oda on the food. Well, now that I know that we have the interview from the Food Wars people that were like, yeah, Oda fucking loved it, and even like read over it all and gave us notes for everything. I was like, damn, maybe I should make a video on this. Because like it was the Food Wars guys themselves saying we were going to add this to Sanji, and Oda said, nah, don't do that, do this instead for Sanji because this is how Sanji operates. That's crazy. Not that it means anything to the canon, of course. Just that, it's funny that Oda liked it so much, he was like, well, we'll make it an anime. No, there's not an anime. There's not an anime, but in the interview, the Food Wars authors were talking to Oda at like some like Shonen Jump like, you know, event or some manga author event. And they just released like the first Food Wars Sanji thing. And Oda was saying, oh yeah, it's fantastic. I loved it so much. They're going to make it an anime. And he really freaked out his own managers and the Food War people's managers because there was no talk of an anime and Oda just suddenly said it. And they said that the managers were really stressed out, and Oda was like, because they were like, we can't do that because of like, there's a lot of copyright stuff to go around because there's different like copyright holders for these properties, right? So that's difficult to get around. And Oda just turned to the managers and said, so what? So what? You'll do it. Like, he said, so what? You'll do it. Like, he said, shut up. And the Food Wars author said it was just really funny because he really flustered everyone by saying that. So, I don't know if we're gonna get an anime. But, Oda just straight up pulled that out of like the air and made everyone freak out in the room because they were like, this is a lot of work to have to like get the copyright holders all together to be able to do that. But Yeah, so it's like Oda liked it so much he was like, we'll make it into an anime. And then they all went, so we can't do that. Moana 2 review. Yeah, the creators don't all own their own copyrights. Fuck. Yeah, it's just... It's upsetting. It's just, that's the state. That's the state of things now. Whitebeard and Garp, there will be other tier lists. There'll definitely be a second Mentors tier list for non-Straw Hats. Because I also want to put Corazon on there. So you gotta wait. It's a shame about the, hang on. Yeah, it's a shame about the Food Wars thing, because the biggest issue is Toei, make the One Piece anime, right? So they have the rights in regards to voicing Sanji and regards to animating Sanji. But the Food Wars anime is not Toei, and that's the issue. So, and then you'd have to use the name as well. Yeah, it's a company problem. So if Food Wars were animated by Toei, I feel this wouldn't be a problem. But it's a problem because the animation companies are not the same. Well, that's the thing. It would be in Food Wars style because that was the Food Wars manga. That was the Sanji manga. It was made by the Food Wars creators. And they made him look good! Is that a trick question? I'm genuinely asking. You're joking, right? The Thanksgiving question, that is a joke. For my sanity, that... No, they don't! The only country in the world to celebrate Thanksgiving is America. No one else celebrates that. Yeah, they do. Oh god. survived because of 9/11 all over again. Hang on, so when it comes to Canada, why does Canada celebrate Thanksgiving? I was under the assumption that Thanksgiving was the Native Americans and the fucking settlers doing a thing. So what's Canada's Thanksgiving? Oh, so it's not actually... Okay, hang on. So it's not the same Thanksgiving as America. So that's what I meant. Because you celebrate it at a different time. Right, so you have your own day, but it's not actually like America's Thanksgiving. Can you imagine why, like, why would the rest of the world celebrate America's specific Thanksgiving? Congratulations, America. That's like asking if the rest of the world celebrates July 4th. I have to say, that is the most American question I've ever received. Does Japan celebrate Thanksgiving? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe the stereotypes are true sometimes. Because that's a crazy question to ask. There's the concept of gratitude. I understand that. But the point of Thanksgiving was to celebrate... Like, it was to celebrate the settlers and the Native American connection, no? Even though that's, like, kind of problematic. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, why would the rest of the world celebrate that? The fake story, yeah. For Mexico, it doesn't seem at all too much of a stretch because you guys literally live right there. Christmas was different because they don't actually celebrate Christmas. That was just a... Hi, Votican. That's actually just a commercial holiday that they pushed with KFC. Oh, thank you, Votican. But also, Christmas is more universal because Christmas isn't country-specific and never has been. The concept of Thanksgiving was country specific for America. So someone like a different country celebrating Christmas, understandable, but a different country celebrating like America's Thanksgiving Day, that's a bit odd. Now I feel- I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to make you feel stupid. It just really surprised me. It really surprised me because no, like, it's just not even like English-speaking countries celebrate Thanksgiving. It's truly only America and I guess Mexico as well. We have an Australia Day, by the way, but it's really problematic and it's really bad. It is literally called Invasion Day by the Aboriginal Australians of the country. Because guess when they set Australia Day on? I don't celebrate that shit. It's like, it's malicious in nature, honestly. Crash, my life is just another video, another video, another video. What do I think this giant crew would do on Thanksgiving? Frankie would tell them what it is and they'd go, oh. Luffy would be like, I guess if it means we can eat, sure. Sanji, cook up a feast. I've gone to Japan a few times. I always tend to go for 2 weeks at least. Because I have the belief that if I'm going to be flying overseas, why would I not stay there for like an extended period of time? I'm paying for the ticket. I might as well. But yeah, the reason Oda's releasing these chapters around the time frame is because he got sick. It has nothing to do with holidays. But holidays are going to come in because they still have the New Year's break that's coming up. How much money would I recommend saving? Depends how much you want to buy. I'm an AUD. I say 5 to 6k AUD for going to Japan. And that does not include my hotels and my plane tickets. But it truly depends. Like, eating out in Japan's very cheap. The food is the cheapest part, in my opinion. Eating out is so cheap in Japan. It really just depends how much you want to buy. I didn't spend all of that money. I'm just saying that's how much I had saved up just in case. Because I don't know about you guys, when I go on holiday, my whole point of going on holiday is to enjoy myself, so I don't want to be stingy. So when I go on holiday, I save up as much as I can. So then when I want to buy things, I don't like look at the tag and go, oh, I can't get that. You know what I mean? That's something I do at home. That's something I do at home. That's not something I do when I go overseas. I'm talking about saving money for like 2 years. Oh, my god. I'm not saying to spend that much. Oh my god. God damn, I'm never answering this question again. It's a lot of money, but the reason I'm saying that is so when you go there, you're not like panicking. You know what I mean? Like, is it not better to go overseas? Yeah, it's a safety net. It's better to go overseas with a safety net. That's my point. So I personally would save up that much. So if anything happens, I'm not blindsided. It's called being prepared. If you want to go over there without any preparation, then 3,000 USD, I suppose. Like, you are not, unless you're a big spender, you are not going to be spending 5,000 AUD. Because like I said, I didn't even spend that much. God damn, I'm never being helpful again. You guys have just witnessed how like how prepared I am in regards to when I go to on holidays. Fanlet is fantastic. It's really fantastic. You'll see how I talk about it. Look, all I know is... And the other thing as well is... the other thing as well is I like buying things for my friends. My favorite thing to do is to buy things for my friends. I love going, oh, don't worry about dinner, it's on me. Because I want to do that for them. And if you have a good amount saved up, you don't have to worry. You can be like, it's okay, I've got dinner for this time. You guys are haters! Oh yeah, go with friends. Go with friends. Go with friends to split hotels. Favorite One Piece manga panel? I want to go back to the Sanji. I love it. I also like the panel where Luffy's shriveled up because Crocodile sucked the soul out of him. Buy some merch for Chad. But yeah, look, if you want to travel responsibly, you travel with a safety net. Oh yeah, Japan's a very frequent holiday destination for Aussies because it's so close and we're in the same time zone. So no jet lag. No, the plane tickets for me were cheap because I live in Australia. And we get discounts to fly to Tokyo all the time. I flew to Japan and then I flew to America. Well, to be more accurate, beginning of the year I went to Japan, and then in June I went from England to France, back to England, and then to New York. Yeah, plane tickets for you guys would be the most expensive. Also, if you save up a bunch of money and you don't spend it all, guess what happens? You go back home and oh my god, all your holiday money that you were saving up, you now still have it. There are so many benefits. There are so many benefits to just saving more than you need. Literally, if you save money, you have money. Like, why was I cooked for that? I say that, but I've been pretty bad with saving lately because I keep ordering Uber Eats. Oh god, help me! I have to get back into cooking in December. November was just a weird month where I was so busy. I should definitely be less busy in December. I do not own a car. I refuse. I totally refuse to own a car. I've seen how people get trapped with those things. I'm luckily living in a place where I don't need to drive. Bro, I have 3 Lamborghinis. Also, you don't have to like hire like anything in Japan. Like no cars, only hotels. That's it. The most expensive thing you'll probably be buying in Japan when you're there is Shinkansen tickets, but that's it. Excuse me, we have a tram system in where I live. And the tram system is literally just like right near me. Yeah, cars are a trap. They're a trap. I'm so sorry to you guys that you need a car. I honestly feel bad for you because I've seen how people get stuck with cars. And how much they have to pay off with those things. The red light district. Good question. It depends on what you want. Speaking of Thanksgiving. Speaking of Thanksgiving, I have my American friends that live here and Thanksgiving's back on. Thanksgiving is back on and they've invited me once again, so I'm excited. Oh my god, Barry, monorail. You are not invited. They do not know you. They only know me and they love me. Every time I come over, they go, yay, Mel's here. My favorite side dish, the potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. I go crazy for. I'm like an animal. I'm like a beast when mashed potatoes on my plate. And whenever my family would cook up like a schnitzel dish, and be peas, carrots, broccoli, mashed potato, schnitzel, I was always the one with the biggest lump of mashed potato on my plate because I was a beast with it. I'm obsessed with head tilting. I don't know why I keep doing that. Fries? Oh, I thought you meant for Thanksgiving. I was like, what? I do not want to be cute. I'm trying to be expressive. And I apparently don't know how to be expressive without bonking my brain around. I have not watched Arcane. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't had the time. Every time I just don't have the time. I say as I watched Wish yesterday, but that was like an hour movie that I could just laugh at with friends. Well, look, it already, like, shocked me to find out that for lunch, you guys will just have chips. Bagged, crunchy chips with, like, your sandwiches. That still baffles me. That really baffles me. That is not a meal food. Rubbing my hands together deviously. Top of the sandwich. They are not... I can't have this conversation again. Like, I just... The idea of if I ever walked into a cafe and I ordered like any cafe, even a cheap cafe, and I ordered a sandwich and they gave me a side of bagged chips, that's just unheard of. That is unheard of here. You would think like, what the fuck, what is going on if that happened in Australia? I just can't, I can't get over it. No, Subway does not give you chips. They do not. You will walk in, not even fast food places. You walk into anything that will like give you a sandwich in Australia, they will not offer you bagged chips. But it's just because we do not consider this. We do not consider this a mealed food. We do not consider this a food you eat with your meal, with your lunch. You know, you do not get chips at Subway. Because it's a snack food. It is not a substantial food to eat with your sandwich. If we were gonna have anything with a sandwich, it would either be hot chips or fries, or it would be a salad. But we would never get bagged chips. Yeah, we get cookies, but we don't get chips. Hang on, I'm telling my... But yeah, bagged chips are just not they're not substantial. We do not see them as like anything you'd eat for lunch with anything. That bagged chips are something where it's like, I want a little snacky snack. It's not lunch, it's not dinner. I'm just gonna have a little snacky snack. But if you order a sandwich here and they will give you like bagged chips with that sandwich, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? This is incredibly cheap. Like, if they don't give you hot chips or a salad with your sandwich, you will be like, people are gonna think you're an incredibly cheap establishment for doing that. Like, it just doesn't happen here. Zim, I'm not ranting to you. But Zim, because you're not an Aussie! I was telling my Aussie friends, they're shocked that our Subways don't have bagged chips. We get chips. Bagged chips at like little convenience stores. At like grocery place, like, you know, grocery shops. Food places. We do not get them at cafes. We do not get them when we're going out to eat. If any place in Australia offered you chips when you're going out to eat, you will be like questioned about why are you giving me bagged chips with my going out meal. I thought bagged chips were like really bad for you. Told my Aussie friends, they said that's actually insane. Chips from Subway? Question mark. This is just so odd to me. A huge insult in our culture. When I say chips, I'm talking about bagged crunchy chips that you can literally just buy like in a convenience store. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about fries, which we also call chips. We don't eat Vegemite. I don't eat Vegemite! Only a select few Aussies like Vegemite. It's gross. Oops, I did it again. This is why I keep saying Americans are obsessed with crunch. You guys love crunch so much. You're like, it needs to have crunch. It needs to have crunch or it's not a good meal. Wedges are really, really good, but my issue with wedges is they never give you enough sauce for it. So my favorite wedges are with sour cream and sweet chili. I'm sure a lot of you eat like that with the wedges. And they never give you enough sour cream. They fucking never give you enough sour cream. And I feel like a chump because I'm the idiot at the table asking for like 5 more sour creams. Because it's like this big of like sweet chili sauce. Sweet chili is like much more of a liquid, right? So you get tons of sweet chili. Sour cream, you're about 3 wedges in and the sour cream is gone. And it's like, this is unacceptable. Hang on, I'm going to look at what that is. Chips and gravy? With cheese? Is that all this is? That's so interesting. I saw that. I saw that on, menus in New York, and I was like, what the fuck is poutine? I don't know. I don't know if I've had poutine. Poo. It's got poo in it. Is it protein or poutine? What? So it's loaded fries, is what I'm hearing. Poutine. I don't know. I'd probably like it. It looks fine. Chips and gravy and cheese. Yeah. It sounds a bit heavy though. That sounds like something I could only eat for a little bit. The Canadian HSP. Yeah, I was thinking this looks like an HSP. You need that fat when it gets... Yeah, I can imagine if you're in a very cold place, actually. That is true. That is true. Whenever I go to, like, another country in winter, such as... God, I went to South Korea when it was, like, in the negatives. I was so hungry all the time. I don't know what it was about the cold, but I was so hungry. Korean food is so fucking yummy. I love how cheesy it is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit that I'm white and I love cheese. The cheesiness of South Korean food. Delicious. Spicy, cheesy, delicious. They like cover their food in cheese. And I'm eating the shit out of it. I fucking love winter. I hate summer. I hate it. I hate it. I'm so upset summer's coming. I'm really angry. I love winter. Summer comes and I miss winter so bad. Winter in Australia is definitely not as cold as other countries, for sure. But summer is just hell. It's hell. It is hell, and I hate it. Look, the fact that for winter, I can be decked head to toe in just nothing but pink. My whole body can be pink. That's already a win. It's already a win. Yeah, we also hit 40 degrees here for summer. It sucks. Summer sucks because you're sweaty, you're stinky, and you cannot cool down. I rather would step onto a tram or a train or in a building in the cold than I would step on a tram or a train or in a building in the heat. Because not everything has air conditioning. And then you're dying. Because how the fuck are you meant to... That's my biggest issue with summer. For the life of me, for the life of many people, how are you meant to cool down without technology to cool you down? At least in winter you could bundle up. It's easier to get warmer than it is to get colder. You can live underground to escape the heat. Me when I'm a gopher. Summer sucks. It's sucky wuckies. That's the other thing. Summer's also bushfire season in Australia, and it sucks. Every time summer comes around, we are so scared, because it's like, are we going to get a catastrophic bushfire this year? Let's find out. That's the other thing. Summer also uses up so much of my electricity bills because I have the aircon on all the time. Because it's easy to turn off the heater and say, okay, everyone just bundle into bed. Everyone bundle into your hoodie. You know, put socks on. But it's not easy to turn off the aircon and go, okay, everyone just sweat. Like, everyone just sweat till you can't function. Guys, I have a question for you. With Subway, with the chips in Subway, do they come with the sandwich or do you have to pay for them? All right. My friend asks. She's so curious. Oh, hang on, but sometimes it's included in certain deals. Winter's horrible when you have to take public transportation. I'd argue summer's so much worse for that though. For public transportation. Because again, not all public transport will have aircon, and then you're crowded, and then everyone is sweating on each other. I'd rather be crowded in a cold tram than crowded on a hot tram. Huddling like penguins. My friend said that's so weird about the subway thing. Look, there's nothing worse than when everyone is wearing very short clothing. Like skin exposed clothing, and you're all huddled together and you can feel everyone's sweaty skin touching you. At least when I'm bumping into people in winter, they're all rugged up and I'm not actually touching their skin. Yeah, the wind is just... when it hits like 35 to 40 degrees, the outside is oven. And the air is just hot. There is no coolness anywhere. It sucks. And your hair fuzzes up. I'm sorry, there are so many cons. There are so many cons to summer. The worst feeling I ever get is when I'm so sweaty that like my legs are sweating. Like, I can feel the sweat dripping down my legs. I hate it. Damn, your summers have hit 50 degrees over there. I think there was one Christmas in South Australia where they nearly hit 50. But that's like record temperatures. 50 is insane. 50 is like record temperature. Like, that's global warming temperature, 50. We've definitely hit 49 to 50 before in South Australia. But that's not normal. Usually 40 is, I think, the highest. Yeah, that's what I mean, a record high at 50. Is like, that's catastrophic, honestly. The average in the middle of summer, 35 tends to be the average. It's terrible. Yeah, we definitely hit 50 one year, and I do remember that because that's when we had our really, really, really bad bushfires. That just, they spread all over Australia, or like all over the Victoria to the south and then onwards, because the wind was blowing the ash to like other forest areas, and then that spread all over. It was really bad. Now, we have a rule and a law to, like, have, like, heat wave days, right? Where when it hits a certain temperature, that temperature being, I believe, 40 or up, you should not be having people come into work, come into school. Because, of course, that's a very dangerous temperature. And they just don't abide by it. Hang on. Oh my god! Hang on, so there's... Wait, I thought there was, but... No state government or territory in Australia has set temperature which forces public school to close. That is ridiculous. That is really ridiculous. We really need one. I thought there was, but we don't have one because it's so dangerous. Once you hit 40 degrees, the outside is an oven. It's like really dangerously hot. And I don't know if you guys know how Australian schools work. Australian high schools especially, but normally all schools are not one single building. It's usually like outside. So to get to your classes to eat, you're usually going outside to eat, to move around. You're not stuck in one single building. Like, we don't have like cafeteria areas or anything. So I can't believe we don't have heat days to force a school to close. Because then you're literally forcing... Because there's been so many times where, like, there's been problems of it's hit like 40 degrees. And all the kids are forced to go to school, and they're literally, like, desperate to stay inside and not have to go out to eat lunch. Because, again, the outside is lunch. That's how it works in so many schools in Australia. And they really want to stay inside, but you can't let the kids stay in a non-teacher, like, attended classroom. Oh my god, that's shockingly bad that they don't have a heat temperature to publicly, like, close the schools. And you're forcing those kids outside in 40-degree heat. Jesus Christ. We have undercover areas in Australia, in Australian schools. You can't leave them in a classroom because you're leaving all these kids unattended in a classroom. So it's not just like high schoolers. So like if you're a senior, so if you're like a year 11, year 12 senior, yeah, they're seniors, so they get more benefits in regards to they are more trusted to stay in that classroom because they might have to work, right? But when it comes to like younger kids, especially if you're going to elementary school, which is, you know, 6 years olds up to 12-year-olds, you cannot leave them in a classroom unattended because they need to be attended. So they get kicked. They get kicked out and they have to go outside. So when it rains, there's like undercover areas. There's plenty of undercover areas to sit in. Which is fine. Like, it's fine to sit outside in the rain. Because you're not getting wet. But in the heat, it's impossible. It's impossible. That's really bad, Jesus. I should ask my dad about that since he's works in education. To see if they're going to do anything. Especially with rising temperatures as well. Well, they're not unattended outside, Carly. There are teachers walking around to, you know, be on patrol. So they're on, like, lunch duty. But if you keep them in a classroom, that means all the teachers have to stay in specific classrooms. It's easier to keep an eye on them when they're all in, like, one bigger outside area. Or just in outside areas in general. Because, of course, the teachers want their break. They want to go into their area where there are no children for the day. Fair enough. But there definitely needs to be heat regulations for public schools. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We had auditoriums, but we weren't allowed in them. Because, you know, it was an inside area with a lot of, like, technology in it. And, those places were only for the school assemblies, but you weren't allowed to go in there. Look, as much as I want to be mad about it, I understand why they did that, because kids are... They're gonna break something. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find an Aussie school campus, and I'm trying to find a campus that's, like, not the school I went to, so I don't dox myself. Is this a school? But yeah, Aussie schools are built really spread out. There's multiple buildings, and you get kicked out of all the buildings for lunch. Here we go, this is a good example. I don't know what school this is, but it's like this. So like, there's multiple buildings everywhere, all holding different like classes and stuff. I see how everyone's sitting outside. When it's lunchtime, leave! When it's lunchtime, get out! Oh yeah, every single school in Australia also has a uniform. That's not just a private school thing. This is a public school, I'm pretty sure. But you don't go and eat and have your lunch in the buildings or anything. You get kicked out and you sit outside. And they'd have covered areas somewhere. I don't know where though. But yeah, with rising temperatures and with global warming, they really, really need to set a temperature to close public schools because those poor kids. Cafeteria food? Well, we call it a tuck shop. For one, it's called a tuck shop. For two, depends. So, primary school was shit. It wasn't shit. We had like, you know, Daigo. We had like dino nuggets. We could get like little sausage rolls, sandwiches, all that kind of stuff. But in high school, the tuck shop rocked. You could get sushi, pizza. They'd make hamburgers there. They were delicious, actually. They were really basic, but they were yummy. Yummy little yogurts, like granola yogurts. I'm running out. I didn't order much because, listen, I am a creature of habit. It wasn't fancy. I went to a public school. I went to a public school in a small city. But I'll be honest, I didn't buy much from there because I'd get tuck shop every Friday. That was my tuck shop day, and I'd get the same thing every time. For how many years was I in high school? Year 8 to year 12, so 13 to 17. 5 years. 5 years, and I ordered the same thing every Friday. Every Friday, because I loved it. All I got was like the most basic ass homemade cheeseburger, a little apple pie, like a little one. It was like this big. And an iced coffee. That was my Friday lunch. That was my Friday lunch every Friday. And I loved it. I lived for it. I'd be like, yippee, Friday's tuck shop day. My friend's in Japan right now, and she keeps sending me photos of Luffy. She said I'd take a photo every time I see Luffy. I don't know how long this video will be. I think 30 minutes? Probably less than that. It really won't take long to edit this because it's mostly my face. Oh, we'd get meat pies as well, but that's a very Aussie thing. They're like just full meat pies. I kind of think they're gross. I was a shepherd's pie fan, but obviously they did not have shepherd's pie in my tuck shop. Because shepherd's pie is a bit fancier. Chopped cinnamon apples. No, we did not have that. We had slushies. Shepherd's pie, delicious. Delicious. But I'm not much for pies anymore. Now I really like spinach and feta rolls. They're so yummy. Meat pie's just meat. Shepherd's pie has potato on the top. God, they've even cut the fucking... So here you go. This is like an Aussie meat pie. It's literally just meat. That's what I was looking for. And then this is a shepherd's pie. They have the potato on top. It's so yummy. There's also generally more, like, vegetables in the meat itself as well, like peas and carrot. A shepherd's pie is so good. They fit a whole shepherd in there. They got sheep in there. I gotta pee so bad, I'll be back. Ah! She's returned. The Return of the King. Family Guy analysis. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I genuinely think it would be beneficial to make an analysis on how the characters of Family Guy have just become so flanderized, but like in such different ways. Like, it's insane watching the first season of Family Guy going to the current season of Family Guy. Peter and Lois go from like loving each other to just the boomer we hate each other dynamic. Like, there's genuinely sweet, I'm not even kidding, there's genuinely sweet moments in season 1 to 2 of Family Guy regarding how the relationship between Peter and Lois is handled, and I'm so serious. But then you get to like current Family Guy and they're just so nasty, and it's like, how did this happen? How did this happen? Like, the beginning of Family Guy really had, and I want to say Bob's Burgers potential, in terms of this could have been a family that was like ridiculous, but they did love each other. And then it became everyone just fucking hates each other. All of them. And it's like, what in the world? I do think what happened is they just couldn't be bothered trying to come up with humor of a loving family. Because I do think that's harder. It's harder to do that and not be cheesy. Because Bob's Burgers has a very, like, dysfunctional, loving family, but the humor is so good. And it's not a cheesy humor. It's a very, like, fun and witty humor. Like, it's not sitcom humor, do you know what I mean? And now they're just nasty. But I honestly blame that on Seth MacFarlane just got lazy. Like I said, he's such an interesting character. Because you can tell he gets excited about something and then like afterwards he just doesn't want to do it anymore, and it's very clear, and he just gets lazy. He hits a point where he's like, I don't care about this anymore, and you can feel it. It's not exactly Family Guy that interests me. It's the man himself, Seth MacFarlane. Because again, I've said this many times, he's very talented. He is very talented. And it's a shame that he doesn't have, like, people to help him with his talent, in my opinion. He's very egotistical. He's very big-headed. And he has to do everything himself. And it's like, if he had people helping him with what he created, and he didn't always take charge, I think he could make something absolutely incredible. But he's just very... He always has to be in charge. Oh yeah, shows get flanderized all the time. I'm very happy that Bob's Burgers hasn't been hit with the flanderization beam. Because, like, the newest episodes of Bob's Burgers are still as good as their oldest episodes. They're really, really good. One of their newest ones, like, made me nearly cry. It was about Louise. She did a presentation on Amelia Earhart and about Louise's relationship with her mother, and Louise, like, being a girl and realizing that, like, you know, as a girl, that historically and now she still has to, like, realize that women aren't on an equal playing field, and she didn't really understand that until she talked about Amelia Earhart, and it, like, made me sob. It made me sob because I was like, fuck, I understand this. I get it. I say yet because I feel like if you keep pushing a show again and again and again and again, especially a one-off episode show, flanderization is probably inevitable. It's probably inevitable. And I say one-off because I think that's really specific. Because when it comes to One Piece, right? Again, no, I do not think any of the characters in One Piece have been flanderized. They've had some of their designs changed, yes, but I do not think they've been flanderized. One Piece is a continuous ongoing series with one whole story. So Oda is still writing this story. So throughout the story, I definitely do not feel these characters have been flanderized. I know a lot of people disagree with that. I personally didn't feel it. I did not feel it at all when I was watching One Piece. Watching and reading One Piece. Again, if you read it all in a row, it just flows. It flows great. It really doesn't feel like there's any flanderization here. Yes, there can be more gags, but the characters themselves have not been flanderized. But with a show like Family Guy, Simpsons, SpongeBob, Bob's Burgers, the one-off episodes are what is dangerous for flanderization. Yeah, the episodic shows. Episodic shows have the biggest risk of flanderization. You, Charlie. It's you, Charlie. It'll be a struggle reading my lips because, like I said, it's lagging, so you're gonna be skipping on a lot of words. I bet you've caught the word Sanji. Have you seen the video of the girl reacting to like a gummy bear being like boiled to dust? I think about it so much. It's like, this is a gummy bear, and she's... And then they go, we are about to like destroy this gummy bear, and the whole video... It's so stupid. Yeah, I can't explain it because it's just she makes a good face. I need to find it. Destroy gummy bear meme. Here it is. Why do they all have sound effects to them? It's not even that funny. You know what? I give up. I give up. One day one of you will come across it. I assume everyone's working because this is a working stream. I can't find the full thing. I can only find like a cut or something like a sound edit. Something. No! Bastard. It was a duet, yeah. A duet! A duet! Is that what they call it on TikTok still? Thank you for liking the tier list. They're good videos, aren't they? They're fun. This is what I mean, like, even though, like, they take a while to edit, they're still fun. Sarah is funny. I'm excited to see Sarah again. For my birthday. Yippee! Sorry, I'm currently brainstorming my next video while making this one. I'm really excited for my next video. Full image of what? Huh? What? Oh, yeah, let me upload it. Let me upload it. That's just how editing goes, Suki. That's just how it is. Nope, next video is Alabaster. I should actually put something on YouTube. Alabaster is set for next year because it's a big project and it's definitely easier to have it be at the beginning of January. Only because I want to be able to get videos out for December, because admittedly December's a big content month in regards to how much money you can make. And I would admittedly like to cash in on that. So if over January I take my time in making the Alabaster video, I know I'm not missing out on anything. It's all about the money, Spider-Man. But you know, look, this being my job, it's things I have to think about. Sorry, I'm so sorry for being a sellout. You're still gonna get your Alabaster video, my god. Yeah, the Zoro Death one's gonna be the next video. I'm really excited for that one. I've been wanting to talk about Zoro's relationship with Death for so long. It's been in my head like a bug, and it will not get out because it's so interesting to me. Zoro specifically, to me, feels really sensitive to death. So I really want to talk about it. Because I always wondered why in Thriller Bark he got such a focus. Because he did, right? Admittedly, he did get such a focus in Thriller Bark. And I was always watching Thriller Bark like, why is Zoro the one that we are getting a lot of focus on here? Zoro even had that moment with Brooke at the grave as well. And now I'm starting to piece it together. I'm starting to see why. And I want other people to see this too. Alright, Rayleigh's been uploaded. No, I wanna do it now because this way people are now going to be aware, right? The whole point of what I want to do with my videos is I want to make people more aware of what's happening with these characters. So then when we all read Elbaf together, right? Now you will have this in your head. And as we see maybe Zoro has another encounter with Death and Elbaf, we can all go, oh, wait, this is now similar to what MelonTeee said. It's about the correlation, the connection. Now that Egghead's over, I can talk about Kuma as well. I think Kuma might be after Zoro. He can be the Christmas video. Third time's the charm? What does that mean? Is that an okay word? What does that word mean? Is that a bad word? Oh, is it not a slur? Okay. I was scared. I was worried that might have been a slur of some kind because it kind of sounds like one. It's not. I just worried for nothing. Sorry, I'm still having notes about the next video. Sorry, I just scrolled up. I just scrolled up and saw blind people use Morse to read. You're right, it was said with such confidence. Morse code, to be fair, Morse code is beeping, right? Is that Morse code? I was gonna say, so they could, couldn't they? But it's not the official like language or alphabet that is used. But at the same time, if you're going to hear, why not just talk to them anyway? Can you imagine? Sorry, you're blind. We can only communicate with you in Morse code. What? You're blind, beep boop. Yeah. Loki, thank you for being inclusive and writing Morse code for blind people to read on stream. I appreciate that. Blind people, if you're listening right now, beep boop beep 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 boop beep. so you can understand. That's something German would say. Don't blind people read Morse code. He would also say beep boop. That is very true. Oh shit, I gotta go in like 30 minutes. Sorry, I got caught up in chatting. But I'll be back. Well, I'm not stressed because this will take me a lot less time to edit, because what's going to happen is I'm editing all this right now, right? And then that's going to be the video itself. And then just over that, I'll just put some images to, you know, show what I'm talking about. And put some clips of FanLetter itself where I deem necessary. And that will not take long. got crazy eyes. It's going good, but I'm gonna be leaving in 15 minutes. I'll be back in like an hour. Abandonment. Please. I'm like an Australian teacher, public school teacher. You all have to leave the classroom because it's lunchtime and I'm leaving. I'm not going to be in the room. You all have to leave the room. Go outside. I'll be back in an hour. Bill Luffy, you have to go to therapy? Oh my god. We're going together. You'll never guess what my appointment is. Together we are going. Has anyone ever seen me and Lil Luffy in the same room? Oh, fuck. I said the wrong word here. Ah! I meant to say Oda went on a 4-week break. I said month. I said 4-month break. Oh! No, he fucking did not. No, I can't dub over it because it's like very obvious. I'm just gonna put in, I meant to say 4 weeks, not 4 months. Oh my god. Hang on, I gotta open a... Romance Dawn. Hang on. I've decided what I'm going to do instead is completely cut from it. Because yeah, some people don't look at the screen. And then they get mad at me. Do you know how many... Oh, thank you for the sub. Do you know how many, like, comments I've gotten that's like, oh, I listen to your videos like they're a podcast, but then I miss things because you don't say them and you put them on the screen. And I'm like, yeah, because it's a video. That's not my fault. You should be watching. Like, it's not a podcast. People have said that, like, this is your problem, not mine. It's a video, mate. You are supposed to be looking at the screen. The images I give you mean something. I cannot believe that. You would have no... This is why when Sarah was explaining to me, she can't stand a lot of video essays because they explain, like, everything, even the most baby language ever. I said to her, I can't even blame them for that because I know exactly where they're coming from. Because you can literally say the sky is blue, right? You can say the sky is blue and you'll get comments like, why didn't you explain why the sky is blue? What do you mean the sky is blue? Go more in depth about that. It happens so much. I am not kidding. When I make my video essays or my content, I have to like simplify so much stuff. Because I know there are comments of like, what? But you didn't say that. And then I get people saying, sometimes you say the same thing 3 times. And do you know why I say the same thing 3 times? Because some people won't get it unless I say it 3 times. And even sometimes when I do say it 3 times, they still don't get it. I'm making these video essays. I understand many of us are very intelligent, but there are some people who like... They either completely forgot I said something or they just don't understand it until I've said it 3 times over. And it's like, I am going to go crazy. So this is why when you watch video essays and they explain like everything, that's the reason. Because I guarantee you they kept getting comments saying, but you didn't explain this, even though you've just said the sky is blue, or you've said like the sky, and they go, but what color is the sky? Like, it's so frustrating. Oh, I'm gonna use the goofy yell. The worst ones you get, in my opinion, this is why YouTube really needs those timestamps for like when a person comments. They really need that. The worst ones you get is, you didn't say this. And you fucking did. Do you know how many times I've gotten comments that are like, you didn't say this in the video. Or you didn't get to this. I literally did. I had a segment about it. And you still get a comment saying like, wow, I'm surprised you didn't touch on this. And I'm so sure what's going on is they're pausing the video and thinking, there's no way she's going to get to this. There's no way she's touched on this. And they just think they're smarter than me. They think they're like, you know, actually. And it's like, You clearly did not watch the whole video if you're making that comment. It's so frustrating. I hate those. YouTube really needs to add the timestamps for when someone comments. They have to do it because it's been driving me nuts. So people can point at them and go, shame. Shame. Ah! So I can point at them and say, you didn't even watch the whole video, mate. What are you talking about? Maybe if you watch the whole thing, this point I made would come back around and make sense. Oh. They don't delete their comments because I guarantee you they just press out. They just stop watching it and make the comment and leave. I guarantee that's what's happening. Ah! But yeah, there's usually comments are very good, by the way. Usually they're very good. But there are so many comments that are like baby level comprehension, and it's like, oh my god, I can't believe this. I'd rather get comments saying you repeat yourself 3 times than a comment saying, oh, you didn't say this. You know what I mean? Even though I did, they just missed it because I said it once. I'd much rather get those comments. Alright, I gotta go. After that, I gotta go. Alright, I'll be back in an hour and a bit to keep editing. This is not the end. Close your eyes and count to 10, but I will return. I will return, I will return, I will return. Okay? I will be back. All of you behave. If I don't see you by the time I get back, sorry. Oh, hang on. Alright, if I don't see you by the time I come back, I'm sorry. I hope you have a good sleep if you're gone, whatever you're doing. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.